I fear that this administration and many parts of this country have forgotten. I can't forget, because terrorism is not theoretical to me. It's not theoretical. It's real. I see it in the eyes of people in my state every day. The loss is significant and never goes away. I would love to govern in a world as I wish it was. I don't. Real leaders have to govern in the world as it really is. And I wish the president would enter with us into that world. That's the world I've been trained to see, not only through my personal experience, but through the next 7 years I spent as a prosecutor, prosecuting planned acts of terror in my state, that because we took the steps we needed to, and because we had a president and an attorney general who kept our eye on the ball, we prevented future attacks from happening, future deaths from occurring, future families from suffering the loss and the pain that I see right in my hometown. My sacred obligation as president would be to protect the American interests first and foremost. If we don't take care of ourselves, no one else will. We don't need a global order that will protect the interests of global business and academia. We need a strong America that will protect the interests of the American people, and strong nation states around the world that will assure world stability. This nation is our home. It's where our children are born. It's where our grandparents are buried. Our homes and our neighborhoods have to be safe and secure. They have to be a place where families believe that we can reach our fullest potential. And despite whatever the president says, do we feel that way today? Do we feel that we're as safe as we can or should be? And do we feel that our government is acting in our interests to provide that safety or security? Or do they have another agenda that they've placed, unfortunately, in front of it? This government is paid to be on our side, not working for other interests, but to work in our interests. And today I don't believe that's the case, not on this issue. Ronald Reagan used to say, we're the drivers of this government, not the other way around. National security is not a privilege. It's not an option. It's a fundamental right of the people of this country. And we must never forget that. People forget that in all different kinds of aspects too today, I think. Some people think any trade deal that's negotiated by global interests is something we have to sign on to. I say the proof is in the pudding. It has to be in the interest of the American people. Some people believe that borders have become outdated. They don't believe in nation states. They believe in a post-American world, even an anti-American mindset. Most of us just utterly reject that. We don't believe at our core that that's true. We recoil from it, but we have to speak out against it, even when it becomes politically incorrect to do so. This means we have to stand up against those type of statements and feelings, no matter how often they're expressed and no matter what publications they're expressed in. We have to put the interests of the average American on the front burner and their interests and concerns there. I'm not one of these pessimists, though, that believe that Washington is beyond repair. If it's properly led and run, it'll serve the interests of the American people. It has before. And I would tolerate nothing less if I ever got the privilege of being president. And you're always going to have critics. That's fine. I've been through that fire over and over again. I manage what I call lovingly an unruly state. There's nothing that's ever easy in New Jersey. But you can walk through that fire and come out on the other side if you stick by your principles.